What up? Coming to you live from inside the crib. Before we go over today's video, I kind of want to just update you guys on everything that's been happening. So if you saw my last couple videos, I've been buying a lot of things. This is the year I've been telling all my friends and family, I'm either going to be 100K in debt or 100K positive. Like road to 100K subscribers, followers, dollars. Road to 100K applies for everything except debt. Let's hope that we don't go into the debt. But as you guys saw, I bought a set of these. These are white, as you can see, right? But I also bought a set of gray ones. Like 3 spokes on everything. It's not just a game. And then I also bought so many Japanese authentic plates. That's some of them. In this box, there's another like 50 sets. It even has a Japanese newspaper if you want that. But there's plates for everyone. So go on WayBeforeTheFame.com and get yourself one. And not only did I get normal plates, but I also got some glows. So I think we sold out about half of these. I got a couple numbers, 420. This one sold actually. I need to sip it today. But yeah, we got a couple sets. One of these are also going to be the 4th place prize for the waffle. And then one of these are going to be the 6th place prize. But I also made merch. So K is the way, as you can see, and it has all my K cards. And I just wanted to add a Honda because, you know, I'm a Honda fanboy. But you got the Bravo, Jimny, my first ever K truck, the Honda Life, the Mira walkthrough, again, supposed to be my forever K, and then the good old cappuccino that we fixed in the last video. And then I got some more horns, some more steering wheels for future builds. And then maybe my biggest, and honestly, maybe my most expensive thing I've ever got shipped from Japan. So this is a Daihatsu Mira L500 TRXX dash. I show a picture of it on the screen right now. That is for my next Mira walkthrough. So this dash, it's not bad, you know, it's pretty basic, but I don't love the way it looks. Like if it's gonna be my forever K, I want to go above and beyond. So I'm not crazy about all this. I don't love the fact that I don't have a glove box. A lot of this car, you can tell, is almost like a kit car. I feel like it's put together with a lot of plastic and just holes everywhere. So the next Mira walkthrough is allegedly my forever K, and I went above and beyond and paid $600 to get that dash shipped here, which is ridiculous. But if it's my forever K, we're not even looking at the dollar amount. So when that one gets in from Japan, we're gonna install it. I was gonna install it while I was in Japan, but I feel like I don't even think it's gonna be a direct bolt-in. Like I don't think it's gonna be easy to put in at all. Maybe it doesn't even work at all and it's just an overall L. But I wanted to at least get it home. That way when I get back from Japan, you know, we can take all this off. I already did it when I had to fix my wiper arms, but we could take all this off and maybe it's a direct bolt-in. It'd be pretty sick if it is. And if we have to do some, you know, modifications, at least I could do it here and don't have to worry about it while I'm in Japan, you know? Like that's, I just want to explore, buy cars and do fun stuff out there. I'm not really trying to put dashes together. I think this also might go on my next Mira walkthrough, stay tuned, along with these bad boys, or maybe the teddy bears. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to get adapters because it's 4x110. But as you can see, I'm not effing around. So plates and everything are already on the website. I'm gonna add this t-shirt later today. By the time you're watching this, this is also on WayBeforeTheFame.com. And speaking of packages, the homie out west, or out east I should say, sent me this. I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna put his YouTube channel on the screen right now. I think he said that this would help me with editing. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see what it is. It's a mystery. Oh my God, I already see the face right here. What is this? Oh my God, shout out to the homie right here. This is, oh, he put K is the way. Wow, look, that's his YouTube channel right there. Wow. Look at this. Check out his website. There's an AZ1, Cappuccino, a Beat, Honda Street, a Subaru old van. We got a red Alto Works. I forgot what this car is called, but they're really cool in Japan and we don't have them yet. But wow, this is actually sick. Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm happy I waited to open this. I was like, oh, should I open it or should I wait for the video? But wow, thank you. Give him a follow. Check out his website too. I know he sells a bunch of K stuff. He also makes videos on K cars. If you want some more K stuff in your life, you don't have to just watch my channel. Check him out as well. He actually just got a Alto Works, I believe, and I know he had a Beat. I watched a lot of his videos before I got my Beat, but yo, this is sick. This is so cool. Thank you. And now let's talk about the title of this video and the 5 things that I hate about my Daihatsu Mira walkthrough. First and foremost, this car is actually pretty viral right now. I posted that road trip video 3 weeks ago and it has 72,000 views, which to all my new homies, all the new people who subscribed, all the new people who are just learning about K cars, I hope you guys stay for a long time and continue to enjoy this content. But as much as I love the Mira walkthrough, as much as I wanted this car forever, honestly, this is one of the cars where I've been wanting. Even when I was in Japan last year, I said I want to find a Mira walkthrough, and they're just so hard to come across. But now that I have one, now that I've been driving it basically every day for 2 months, there's some things that I hate about it. So let's start with the first thing, and in my opinion, this whole video is my opinion before the comments get too crazy. The first thing that I hate about, I think, all Daihatsu Mira walkthroughs is how hard it is to find parts. So the way that Daihatsu Mira walkthrough works, right, is this part of the car can be interchanged with several different models. Mine in particular is a Daihatsu Mira Classic, a sedan front end, and they stole all that and put it on a Daihatsu Mira walkthrough. I've seen front ends that have a Honda Beat, a Miragino. I think I've even seen one that had like a Hummer front end, but if you look closely to my car, you can see that they modified it for this front end to work. You can see that this isn't there. That's why I have a little gap when I close my hood. But this front end is not for this car. And not only that, but the way you look for parts in Japan is that you go to the chassis code and you look up L200V. If I wanted to look up parts for my Cappuccino, I would put EA11R. That's for the Cappuccino. If I want to look up parts for the Honda Beat, it's PP1. If I want to look up parts for the Hijet, it's S100, S110. The Acti is like H4. It's very easy to find parts because you just put that chassis code and you'll see all the parts that fit your car. But when it comes to the Daihatsu Mira walkthrough, you put L200V and it doesn't show you this engine. It shows you like the sedan version. So what I end up having to do is put like walkthrough for a lot of parts, and then it would say it fits for L200V walkthrough. It gets here, it doesn't fit. Luckily, I'm really speaking about Davis' experience more than mine. I got my car fully serviced in Japan because this exact reason. So this car has like new plugs, wires, distributor cap, rotor. They changed the oil, they put the battery, they put a new air filter, they did the timing belt, they did the water pump, they did new belts. As you can see, this one has like a full tune-up, and I did that because I was just honestly scared. I didn't even want to go through all that hassle and spend even more money trying to learn parts and then increase my hoard even more. So that's one thing that I would say that the Mira walkthroughs, I think all of them suffer from this. Even if you get like a L500V, which essentially is the same car again, but that one has a different cluster. It's similar to Raymond's. Maybe I show it on the screen right now. But again, the same car. If you put L500V to find parts, it'll show you the sedan again, like the Mira car, not the walkthrough version. And I don't think they share the same motor. I'm pretty sure that some of them are even fuel injected. So then you end up buying parts for that and it doesn't fit. And I feel like just parts availability, if I'm being honest, that's the first thing. Luckily, I don't have to deal with it. But for my future Mira walkthrough owners, that's something you should definitely take in consideration. The second thing I hate about the Mira walkthrough is that it's only a 1-seater and sometimes a 2-seater and rarely a 3-seater like David's Mira walkthrough. I don't know if I'd buy this car if it was solely a 1-seater. Sadly, the one I have coming in next does not have this jump seat, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's why I said if someone won this car in the waffle, I would like to buy this from them if possible. If not, I completely understand. But this being a 1-seater is kind of similar to the Midget, which I think is also a really great K car, but it's just a 1-seater. It's like, I don't know, it's pretty selfish if someone just drive a 1-seater car. And I feel like the main thing that I love about K cars is like other people enjoying them and taking your friends on around and just going on road trips and doing fun stuff. This does have a lot of cargo room when it comes to road trips, but you know, how safe is this seat? You know, we're already driving a K car. This doesn't really, it doesn't give me peace of mind to take anyone on a long drive. I don't know if I want them sitting on this for too long. And then, like I said, my next one I have coming in is a 1-seater. So as much as I want that to be my forever K, I gotta figure out a solution. There's no way that other people are not gonna ride around with me and mob out in my Mira walkthrough. Third thing on my list of things that I hate about the Mira walkthrough is that sadly, most of them are all automatic. They do exist 4-speed from the factory, but even then, if you get one in manual, the shifter is, all jokes aside, this tall, and the shifts are like this. It's almost like you're driving a semi-truck, and it's just, it's kind of worse. It's the worst of, what is the saying? The worst of the two evils. Like, do I want to drive automatic every day? No. Do I want to drive a 4-speed where I'm doing this? Also no. And then to piggyback off the automatic, even if this was stick, even if this was turbo, I don't think it'll be sporty in any way. It's shaped like an ice cream truck. It's shaped like a bread box. It's shaped like a post office truck. Nothing about it is sporty. I'm curious to know what it would be like if it was turbo. Maybe one day I'll figure that out, but it's just, you know, when you're doing this, when you're driving and you're kind of like swinging it back and forth, it gets pretty sketchy. It's not aerodynamic at all. And I'm not even trying to compare it to the Cappuccino, because obviously this is literally a sports car and this is more like a transport vehicle. But I've driven automatic K cars and, you know, they still feel sporty because at least it's like a hot hatch. Even like the Topo BJ, the Alto, all those cars can be automatic because they still give you that sporty hatch feeling. This one is far from that, which I have to say obviously makes sense because as you can see, it's literally shaped like a box. But you know, it's automatic plus not sporty, plus we're gonna get into other things that I hate. So yeah, I'd have to say the fact that it's automatic, kind of trash. The fact that it's automatic and not sporty in any stretch of the imagination, also pretty trash. Before we get into number 4, let me throw in an honorable mention real quick. This thing draws non-stop attention, which I say is a pro and a con depending on the person you are. I can't go anywhere without talking about this car. Like the Cappuccino, I wouldn't say it blends in, but this thing looks so weird just compared to other cars. Like, not only does it have the classic front end, which is just, looking at it, it just looks crazy. Let me put the hood down so you can really see it. It just looks like, what do you even say? I've seen comments say Postman Pat. I've seen the milk van, the nano bus. It's not even the mini bus. But look at this. Imagine this coming down the road with the 3 spokes. Everywhere you go, people will want to talk to you. If you're having a bad day, do not take the Mira walkthrough out because people will want to talk to you, ask you a million questions. Luckily, it's kind of my job, so I talk to everybody. I give out free pins. I even have a little bag here. Whenever I'm having a good interaction with someone, I just give them a free pin. But this is one of those K cars where you're not doing a lot of blending in. No matter where you go, people will talk to you. And if you love that, great. And if you don't love that, I don't know, get some tinted windows. 4th thing I hate on the Mira walkthrough is that because it's shaped like a bread box and because it's so aerodynamic, as you can see, the MPGs are terrible. They're really bad. I want to say nicely maybe high 20s, but I could maybe even get like mid 20s, like maybe 25 miles per gallon. So you're not like those people where everyone says that these gets 30, 40 miles per gallon. WayBeforeTheFame will never lie to you and tell you that, but this one is specifically bad. The Cappuccino's not that bad. I think I get high 30s with this, but whenever I'm on the highway doing 80, 90 kilometers an hour, I just see my fuel tank just going. And for number 5, I saved the best for last. Let's start the car up. So let's interrupt this video real quick and talk about the 2 free slots. So these are the 2 numbers I wrote down. These are the 2 accounts that are winning free slots. Make sure to message me on Instagram. That way I can have your full name and address and everything. But now let me tell you how much slots are left over. We're down to the last 180. Mira walkthrough. Soon to be going to its new owner. Or is the good old Cappuccino one of the longest tendered K cars on the channel? One of the longest cars I've ever owned in my life. Is this finally going to its new home? Find out soon enough. If you entered already, thank you. If you're considering doing it, thank you. Now let's get back to the video. So number 5 on the list, arguably the most important thing on the list. The reason I wanted to save it last because I really want to dissect exactly what I'm about to say. But what I hate the most about this Daihatsu Mira walkthrough is that it is slow. And let me really elaborate on what I mean by slow. So like I've been saying over and over since I picked up the car, I wanted this to be my forever K. And for me to have a car forever, it has to check a lot of boxes. And the reason I love K-Vans so much is because they check the most boxes. 1, it has to seat at least 2 people. Ideally 4, that's why I love K-Vans so much. 2, it needs to have like storage. So the Cappuccino seats 2 people, has no storage, no way I would keep that forever. The K-Truck has a pickup bed, I would never get any use out of that. Some of the hot hatches are okay because they can seat 4, but I don't know, to me they're too normal. It's like getting an EG or like a Golf, like they're not K enough for me. So that's why I love the driving over the wheels feeling. That's why I love K-Vans so much. But K-Vans, they struggle from also being very slow. They're also not aerodynamic at all, and I know they exist supercharged and sometimes turbo, but back to the Mira walkthrough. So this car is just too slow for me to have every day. Is it perfect for what I'm doing right now? Of course. Can it go 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles per hour? Of course. Can it do, you know, 50, 60, no problem? Of course. It can do everything that every K car can do. So if you're not going to drive this every single day like I do, because my standard for K cars, if it's going to be a forever K, it's a bit high because I don't have a normal car. I think a lot of K owners have their, you know, their Honda Pilot, their Altima, their real car, and then they have their K car. They have the car that they kind of play around with, their little BS car. Like, it's not their everyday commuter. This is my everyday commuter. The Cappuccino is my everyday commuter. Like, I don't have a car where I can just get in and, you know, have airbags and all like real amenities. Like, these are my everyday cars, which is why for me to keep a car for a long period of time, it has to make sense. So when I say slow, I just mean to my standards. At the end of the day, like, I'll do an acceleration test right now. We could do a 20 kilometers an hour roll. This is me just rolling. I'll even go into 2, and this is me punching it. It picks up. It feels like any 3-speed automatic K car. It doesn't feel like a Cappuccino, of course. But again, we're in a carbureted 3-cylinder automatic K car that's shaped like this. It's not gonna be quick. That's why I think a lot of people buy like a TRXX, or they buy like a Daihatsu Move, and they do an engine swap. Like, this car with an engine swap would be insane. Like, that's honestly what I'm looking for. If not, then I think that probably like a supercharged sandbar van, or maybe like a turbo Bravo, or one of like the turbo Every vans, or I think the Honda Vamos, the newer K vans, I think around like 2002, the Honda K vans also come turbo. So maybe those would be my favorite K, but this one is just too slow. Like, there's no way that I would do long road trips. Like, I want this to be my forever K, and I want to sell stuff in the back, and I want to do all that fun stuff, and there's no way that I would drive this to Miami, or even like, I mean, like, I would do it, of course. You guys know I drove a Cappuccino all the way from Los Angeles to New York, but the main reason I did that was because I knew I can go 60, 70 miles per hour. That's all I'm saying, by the way. I'm not one of these people who are unrealistic and they want a K car to go 80, 90 every day. That's just not good for the long term of the car. But for this, I just want to be comfortable around 100 to 120 kilometers. That's all I'm asking for. The Cappuccino can do that, no questions asked. So that's really what I mean by slow. Like, it's just as slow as a Honda Acti or any 3-cylinder carbureted truck or car. It's just as slow as that. It's just as slow as my white Minica. It's just as slow as anything that's carbureted 3-cylinder. The fuel injected models are a bit faster. That Minica that David has that's fuel injected is way faster than this. I was following him the other day and I was struggling to keep up with him, and it was driving me insane. Another honorable mention of something I dislike about the Mira walkthrough, this guy right here, this huge thing, really bad blind spot. Not only that, you just don't have a window there in general, so the only way you're getting air is from up there or right here. I do have to say though, a pro with that door is that when I go through the drive-thru and stuff, I don't have to worry about the window. I can just open it like this and grab my food. But going through like parking garages and stuff like that, it makes life a lot harder not having a window at all. That guys gave me a thumbs up. But yeah, we'll end this video here. Actually, I got some more things I dislike. Like I said earlier, this has no glove box, no security for any of your belongings. So let's say you have, I don't know, your book bag or something back here. There's nowhere. You can technically put something down there. You can technically put it back here, but there's no glove box. There's nothing to hold your documents, your insurance card. Also, the radio location, it's facing straight. It's not facing the driver at all. It's not like the Supra where it's like angled towards you. So yeah, you could kind of change it, but that's also very annoying if I have to nitpick. But at the end of the day, K is the way. I absolutely love this car. I'm probably gonna make a 5 things I love as well. But now, I'll end this video here. About to go to the supermarket and buy some glizzies. Peace out. Felt like it was only right that we had to add a highway video on here. So right now I'm going 80 kilometers an hour. I'm in drive and the car's doing fine. I could put my foot all the way down. So this is all the way down. And yes, I'm picking up speed, but even downhill, look at this. This is, look. This is downhill, guys. You hear the sadness in my voice? I still haven't got to 62 miles per hour. How am I supposed to drive all the way to Florida, California, Chicago, if I could only do 80, 90 at wide open throttle? It just couldn't do it for me, sadly. that's why we bought the secret car on Patreon. Hopefully that one's a little better. But I'll end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Road to 30K. We just got to 29,000. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the video and supporting the channel. One more to go, then we got 70 to go, but we'll do it.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.